Hey g'day, it's Jess and Girl here. You've probably heard the news about Battlefield Labs by now. If not, the Battlefield team dropped a new video yesterday morning, link in the description, introducing their plan for playtesting the next installment of Battlefield and showing off a little sneaky peeky of the new game. There are a lot of people over 4 studios working on this game under the new umbrella studio called Battlefield Studios. Groundbreaking name. I'm slightly concerned that maybe that is too many
cooks will spoil the broth, but they'll fill our hearts with so much
love. You can sign up for playtesting now at battlefield.com/labs. The link for that is in the description too. Hopefully the queue is gone, or at least not as long when you join. When I joined, it was around 286,000 people in front of me. They also strongly and repeatedly encourage joining the Discord. Not everybody that signs up will get invited to Battlefield Labs, but everybody who doesn't sign up will not be invited. All the details are a bit vague right now, but no need to rush into the queue like I did, as Australians and the Oceania region are not included in the first tests. If you do get queued, don't stress about being on for that 15-minute window, because they are not limiting the amount of sign-ups, so you can rejoin the queue later or wait until there is no queue. Quote, "The invite for the first tests will be for a few thousand players, both veteran Battlefield players and those that have not played before, located in Europe and North America. We do have plans to expand server locations alongside the invite numbers growing to tens of thousands in the future. Not hundreds of thousands, or over 1 million though, so maybe somewhere around a 1 to 30% chance of getting picked. And that 30% is very generous. It's probably more like under 10%. I'd say 2 to 15% chance of getting picked realistically. Your odds do increase if you do the extra optional survey after sign up, saying what specific titles you have played and other such questions. It doesn't take long, so it's worth doing. So unfortunately, we will need to wait some time before we get to play. If you're desperate, you could try lying about your location on the sign up form and maybe even using a VPN. That's very naughty though, and I don't suggest that you do that, but if you do that, let me know if it works. I don't think that would break the non-disclosure agreement, but I haven't read it yet, so I wouldn't know. If you haven't been playing Battlefield 2042 over the last few months, you should probably pick it back up if you're interested in labs, as I believe they're doing some testing for Battlefield 6 there. They said it was dead, but then they keep releasing new game modes, stuff from portals, and little features and tweaks. They go on to say, quote, "We will be publishing public recaps and updates on learnings, along with actions being taken by the Battlefield Studios development teams, so that even those who are not selected for the Battlefield Labs can still come along the journey." Better than nothing, I suppose, for the 70+% of people who are not picked. However, quote, "All those invited to join Battlefield Labs will need to sign a non-disclosure agreement, as they will not be permitted to talk about or show anything related to their experience with Battlefield Labs." They say Battlefield Labs will be available on PC via the EA app, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, with PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass core subscriptions required. But there is chatter that it will probably be on PC only to start with, but I would guess that by the time the Australian tests start, the PlayStation and Xbox versions will be up and running. It all sounds pretty positive to me, and it sounds like they're willing to listen to feedback, but there is a fair amount of skepticism online about that, which is unsurprising given how Battlefield 2042 went down. I'm excited though. Hopefully I get picked. No official word yet on if we will get a desperately needed server browser in Battlefield 6, but if YouTuber Flackfire is correct and 2042's Portal is making a comeback, we will likely not get this key bit of infrastructure that just makes play so much smoother in small regions like Australia. Portal is just not the same as a server browser, as it spreads players thinly across game modes and relies on players making modes with rules and maps people want to play, when everyone is usually happiest on an official server. But nobody wants to waste time clicking on each game mode only to find an empty lobby and never know who is playing, or if you're the one extra player there where the full server is going and you could have just waited for somebody to leave and then you could have joined the full server. Portal may be the substitute for a server browser, but it is not a suitable replacement for regions like Australia. Many people are concerned about Battlefield becoming codified or Fortnited with skins and so forth. I also don't want ridiculous things like bunny heads or superhero skins, but I think if Battlefield Studios are going to add microtransactions, and there's a slim chance that they won't, We should at least get some pleasing aesthetics. If we're going strictly period piece and I must play as a dude, so be it, but make him handsome. Let's not forget, historically, even in old wars, there was women folk being medics. I might switch my class depending on how the game goes, but I've been medic maining for a while now. So I don't think a skin like this is completely unreasonable. I'm just kidding. Or am I? I've been enthralled by Infinity Nikki lately, which has spoiled me for skins. And that's most of the game, is just dressing up and taking photos. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Anyway, EA peeps, if you're watching, which I highly doubt you are, but if you are watching, anyone from EA, I just want you to know that I'm excellent at finding bugs. Or if you don't want to fix the bugs, I can find the funny bugs and I can look the other way. Tell me what you like and I'll do it. Just let me have a crack at the pre-release game. That's all for now, diggers. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share, and follow me on all your favourite places. I've been Suggestion Girl, and you've been great. Bye-bye.